Morning. It's Monday. We're gonna get after it. Monday, mat time. Right, Django? Yeah, Django. What's up, buddy? Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Give everybody a chance to log on, get their mats out. I think Rich is joining us from South Dakota. Or, North Dakota, I should say. Rich, there he is. Bam. Stacy. Good morning, Terry and Ryan. It's Monday. This coffee is just so smooth this morning. If you're just logging on, we'll need a yoga mat today. Just the mat. We'll get rolling. What do you got? Like 3 feet of snow out in North Dakota, Rich? Probably like 20 degrees out. All the wind. Bam. Whew. I'm gonna say it. I don't know if it's gonna jinx us, but the weekend we had was much better than the weekend I thought was forecast or was expecting. So, cheers to that. Boom. So hopefully that doesn't jinx us. Bam. All right. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Near 50. Dang. It's warmer there than it is here. All right. So we're on our mats. We're going to get rolling. We're going to start in child's pose. Child's pose to start. Feet together, knees wide, sending our hips back. Big deep breaths. Stretching out the shoulders, the hips, the low back. Getting ready to start the day. Bringing full range of motion to all of our joints. Big deep breaths while we're here. And we'll inch out of there. 5 cat-cows. Tucking our chin, sending our hips back. And then going into extension. Trying to get some movement from the spine. Tuck your hips, tuck your ribs, push back. And then into extension. Pushing our hips back. Extending that spine. Five of these. Going into extension. And 5 rotations. Reaching underneath. Opening up to the ceiling. Breathing in at the top, breathing out at the bottom. Five of these each side. Switching sides, breathing out. And then from there, we're going to press up into a down dog. 5 rocking calf stretches each side. Getting those toes warmed up, ankles warmed up, backside, posterior warmed up. 5 rocking calf stretches to each side. Then we're going to come back into saddle pose. So feet together, knees wide, sitting back on our heels. Working on that full range of motion at our ankles, knees, and hips. We're going to do 5 breaths in this position. And from there, broken toe, pull the toes underneath, sending our hips back, going side to side. Wiggle those toes out. We've got 5 bird dogs each side. Elbow to knee, punch forward, kick back, making sure our ankle is flexed, toes are pulled up. Pause at the kickback and the punch forward. 5 reps each side. I'm actively pushing down through that front arm and squeezing my knee and arm together. After that bird dog, we're in a low plank for a 10 count. Squeezing through the floor. Squeeze your glutes. And we'll come onto there. Onto our backs for some single leg bridges. Hook lying position, driving up, hold, and come back down. 10 bridges each side. And switch sides. 10 bridges on the other side with a hold. And then we'll be into a side plank. Popping our hips up, pressing through the floor, active shoulder, 5 breaths on this side. Everything's engaged, squeezing my glutes, pushing through the floor, hips are nice and high. Making sure I can breathe in this position. And switch sides. 5 breaths, both sides. Yeah. And then we'll start all over again. If there's not any questions. Hey, buddy. Reach and go. Starting back over again with child's pose. Feet together, knees wide, sending our hips back. Big deep breath. Feeling that low back stretch out. Shoulders are stretching out. Really coming back to that breathing today. Inch out of there. 5 of those cat cows, working on our breathing. Breathing out as we flex our spine. Breathing in as we extend it. Curling Curling the hips, curling the ribs. Working on some movement from the spine and the hips. Especially if we're sitting a lot throughout the day. Those muscles of the low back and hips can get tight. Almost feel like they're stuck. That's how I feel after doing some remote meetings or sessions. And then 5 rotations to each side. Breathing in at the top, out at the bottom. And then we press up in the down dog. 5 rocking calf stretches to each side. And into saddle for 5 breaths. Feet together, knees wide, sitting back into it. 5 deep breaths. And broken toe, feet pulled underneath, sitting back into it, getting all the toes stretched out. Side to side, focusing on each of those toes individually, the big toe as well as the small toes. And shake the feet out. And 5 bird dogs each side. Punch forward, kick back with a hold. Actively squeezing your knee and your down arm together. Down into a low plank for 5 breaths. Hey, buddy. And down from there, we've got our 10 single leg bridges each side. Driving our hips up with a hold. Nice and high through those hips, pressing through the full foot. Warming up the glutes and the hamstrings. And rolling onto our side. 5 breath plank. And switching sides. Bam. Whew. Rolling out of there. We're going to wrap up the dynamic warm-up and switch into performance next. Just grabbing a quick team drink. Hey, buddy. Waving the Steve. Ready for performance, guy? Huh? So, back on our mat for performance, we've got 5 eccentric squats. So, working on a super slow, negative part of the movement. So, lowering ourselves down, under control, pause in the bottom, stand up fast. 5 reps, super slow on the way down. Feet are flat, pressing through that whole foot, and coming back up. If you want to hold a weight, you can. Last rep, we're going to hold in the bottom. Active hold in the bottom. 5, 3, 2, 1, and sink into the bottom. Moving side to side. Adding a little stretch to that movement through the hips, the low back, the ankles. We're going to stand up out of there. Going back down to our mat. We've got mountain climbers with a pause. So we're in this high plank. We're going to go cross body. So the opposite elbow, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 5 each side. 3, 2, 1, switch. And we'll come up to standing after those. We've got 5 reverse lunges to sprinter balance. Lunging down under control. Knee stays in line with my foot. Driving back up to a hold. Switching sides. And back down to the mat. From our elbows, you can do these from your knees or from your feet. A plank push-up. So I'm on my elbows. Press up evenly, come back down. 5 reps. Five plank push-ups. And then we're down in that plank and alternating forward reach, 5 each side, trying to keep the hips level. Butt down throughout. There we go. 5 each side on there, and then we're going to start all over again. Any questions? Send them over to Deb. All right. Or Rich in North Dakota. That's fine too. Back to our mat. Super slow squats again. Perfect squats every rep. And then
Holding that last one in the bottom for an active hold. 5 seconds. And relax. Spending another 5 to 10 seconds in the bottom. And we'll stand up out of there. Bring it down to the high plank. Cross body with a hold. 3 each side. Keeping your butt down. And back up to standing. 5 reverse lunges with that sprinter hold. If you want to hold a weight for the squats and the lunges, feel free. Otherwise, you don't have to. Working on going down slower, driving up nice and fast. Back down on the mat, 5 plank push-ups. From your knees or from your feet. And then we're in that low plank march. Bam, there we go. Rocking and rolling, feeling fine. Hey buddy. And then we'll start all over again with the slow squats. Last rep, we're gonna hold. Active hold in the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Moving side to side, 5 to 10 seconds. For the ankles, hips, low back. And transition into that high plank. Cross body with a hold. Keeping our hips low. And reverse lunges to that sprinter hold. Whoa, whoa. Hold it together. And plank push-ups. And then the plank march. Whew. Good work. All right. Oh, good work today. Let's clap it up quick. Troy and family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bam. And then I want everyone weighing in right now to put it to a vote. Who wants to go outside? Who wants garage gains? So vote in the comments real quick. And then we'll plan for that. It is 34 degrees out right now, according to my phone. So I'm gonna let everyone doing morning mat time weigh in. We got garage, one for garage. Garage is winning so far. Garage. Garage GAINZ it is. All right, we got 3 for garage GAINZ. So it looks like garage GAINZ it is. We'll see everyone in there. Thanks for joining us this morning. Thanks for getting after it. If you're doing it live or watching the replay, feel free to give me 1 or 2 more sets of performance. So 5 slow squats with a pause, 10 crossbody mountain climbers, 5 the reverse lunges to balance, and then the plank push-ups to plank march. But yeah, we'll go get set up and see everyone in the garage. So boom, fist bump. Good work today. See you soon.